Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is amazing! Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is one of those games that stays in your head long after the credits roll. I didn't just enjoy it, I kind of lived in it for weeks. I didn't grow up with the original Final Fantasy VII, so I don't have that classic nostalgia, but somehow this game made me feel a huge amount of love for its world, its characters, and its story. And when I finished it, I realized this wasn't just a game I enjoyed, it was an experience that stayed with me. So today I just want to talk about why Rebirth meant so much to me. Okay, so I recently played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is the second game in the remake trilogy by Square Enix. I didn't play the original Final Fantasy VII, so my experience with this story started directly with Final Fantasy VII Remake. After more than 70 hours in Rebirth, finishing the main story, and still having a lot of side content left, I felt it was the right moment to talk about this game. This is not a technical review, this is more about how the game made me feel and why it ended up meaning so much to me. Okay, before talking about Rebirth, I need to briefly talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake. Remake is a great game. The story is strong, the combat is very fun, and the characters are really well written. But there is a huge difference between Remake and Rebirth. Remake is mostly a linear experience set almost entirely in Midgar. It has side missions, but it feels more controlled and focused. Rebirth, on the other hand, is a full open world game with multiple large regions to explore. It might not be fair to compare them in terms of size, but that change completely transforms how the game feels. Rebirth feels bigger, more free, and more ambitious. Okay, now I'm going to give some spoilers about the story, so if you're playing the video game right now, just go and enjoy it. And once you finish it, just come back and watch my opinion. Rebirth starts right after the ending of Remake, including a post-credit scene that clearly sets up this new chapter. I won't go too deep into specific plot details, but from this point on there will be spoilers, so be careful. The story Rebirth tells is very personal and emotional. You learn much more about the characters, their past, their motivations, and why they are on this journey. There are a lot of light, funny moments, but also moments of conflict, doubt, and pain. One of the strongest elements is how Sephiroth plays with Cloud's mind. Even without knowing the full original story, you can feel that something is deeply broken inside Cloud. And because this is only the second game in a trilogy, there are still many unanswered questions, which makes everything even more unsettling. In terms of world design and overall experience, Rebirth is just impressive. Each region feels different, both visually and mechanically. The art direction is beautiful, the environment are detailed, and the soundtrack. Oh my god! The soundtrack constantly enhances what you're doing. What I really appreciate is that every region introduces new mechanics or activities. This keeps the experience fresh and avoids the open world fatigue that many games suffer from. Exploring feels rewarding, not like a chore. One thing that really surprised me is the amount of mini games in this game. You can easily spend hours and hours just doing side activities. One of my favorites is Queen's Blood, a strategic card game where you compete to control the board and score more points than your opponent. There are many different cards and you can unlock more by progressing through the story and defeating different enemies. There were days where I logged in just to play Queen's Blood for hours. But that's not all. There are combat simulators, bike combat, and many other activities. there's so much variety that you can always find something to enjoy. Okay, I think this is one of my favorite things about this game. So, also, I need to talk about the music. Remake already had a great music, but Rebirth takes it even further. Every track feels carefully crafted to match the emotion of the moment, and it's like this game knows exactly when to be quiet and when to completely destroy you emotionally. Okay, so just take a few seconds to enjoy the music that this game gave us.
Till the day that we meet again at our place.
Okay, I know that was beautiful, but that's just the goat doing his thing. I love this game. I just love this game. I think Rebirth does many things right at the same time. It offers a massive amount of content and a strong and emotional story, dynamic gameplay, and characters you genuinely connect with. Even though I didn't grow up with the original game, I felt deeply attached to these characters. And when, spoiler alert, and when Aerith dies, it doesn't hit immediately because it's like you don't have time to realize that she's gone, because Sephiroth is playing with reality, and then you have to fight him. It's so unreal. But later, while doing side missions, you suddenly realize that she's gone, and that absence hurts. That's when I realized how real these characters had become to me. But I think that's all for now. Thank you so much, Square Enix, for this video game. I really love it. This game instantly became one of my favorite video games of all time, along with Final Fantasy 15. I'm sure, 100% sure, that I will play it again and I will enjoy it even more. I'm really excited for part 3 of the remake. I'm just looking forward to this video game to come out so I can enjoy it, and maybe why not make another video talking about it. But that's all for now. So thank you for watching the video and see you on the other side.